Community live stream. Let's watch the fantasy party. So this was a live stream that was going on in Korea last night on June 16th at 8 p.m. And it turns out that CM Arciela and GM Seeing were also watching this live stream on Twitch, so we could be a part of it. GM Seeing was translating for us, and he did a great job. So the Fantasy Party is an in-person event held in Korea, and will be showcasing new contents that developers have been working on. Don't miss out on this exciting broadcast with announcements of future update plans from the development team and director of Mabinogi. I didn't know how to feel exactly when I first saw this announcement. I originally wasn't expecting too much other than a Korean live stream with just a couple of updates about like what's going on over there. I had no idea like what would be in it or how successful it would be for us. But there are some big things to take from this live stream that they go over. There are going to be 2 new Arcana talents. I am aware of that. The one that involves using archery and battle alchemy, and the other one that involves using chain slasher skills and magic. So when those Arcana talents come out, probably in Korea, probably in July, I will be keeping an eye out for the Korean posts, and I will make videos about the new Arcana talents as soon as I can. But there is one part of the live stream that I would like to cover and talk about here that is a pretty big deal. So let's see what's going on here, because this is huge. And this is the one that caught me off guard. This was the part that shocked me the most. I didn't really expect this to happen. So I'm surprised and really excited for this update to come out, even if we have to wait a while for it to actually happen.
Someone, Mabinogi is a memory. The dream. And today, we take our first step to keep our valuable memory together.
This looks really good. Like, I didn't really know what to, like... The first thing I thought of when seeing this is, wow, this actually looks really good. Like, are they redoing the graphics or something? Because this looks beautiful. Or is this just like a overly done, like, new trailer or what? So I didn't know what this was immediately after seeing it. But yeah, this scene looks really nice.
Is this what I think it is?
Like, look at how good Now looks in that shot. That's really good.
It looks amazing.
It's beautiful.
So Mabinogi is eventually going to get Unreal Engine. They're actually going to replace the engine in Mabinogi. This is a huge deal. This is a huge deal. I think this is possible to do. I just never expected them to actually do it because of 2 things. 1, it would probably cost them a lot of money. And 2, because it would require a lot of work. Mabinogi isn't just like some small MMO. I mean, it's huge. There's so much story content, and the world is just like so big alone. We have so many outfits and weapons, and like, it's just such a massive game that like I just expected this project to be too big for them to ever really consider taking on. This could greatly improve the game. We're not going to watch everything. We're just going to cover like the super interesting and important parts.
We at the Mabinogi team see two main goals to achieve through this project. The first is the player experience and visuals that maximize Mabinogi's unique captivating points.
Mabinogi does need a visual update. I think that's kind of obvious. Like, I think the biggest reason why we don't have a lot of people in Mabinogi is simply because it's a really old game. The graphics can be a little off-putting to some new players. I get that because they're just so old. And also there are lots of tiny bugs that we have because we're using the current engine that we have. So overall, I think this update is for the better. I think it is time that we modernize Mabinogi. Like, it does need to improve. It does need to get better if it's going to live a long time. This is a good decision, and I 100% support it.
Though we still think we still have long ways to go, we've been constantly attempting to improve the player experience via quality of life improvements and content renewals.
They have done a good job recently, like renewing a lot of content, making things better. Life skills have been improved. There's been lots of little improvements I've noticed, and I'm really happy about that. And yeah, I understand that like this is a huge project. Like, this is not gonna get done anytime soon. Like, this is going to take a very long time to do. It's a huge game. Like, realistically, this is probably going to take a minimum of 2 years. I'm expecting it to take more than that. Like, I would say like 3 to 5 years is how long a project like this could take. So it is a big deal. It's not easy to do, but it is the right decision. And I'm glad that they're doing what's better for the game overall.
We will continue exploring and experimenting around the overall game, and we will continue to show improvements in the future. And we think that the charming points of Mabinogi that we all love are different from the realistic high-res textures or high-polygon MMO graphics that, may first come to our mind when thinking of a new game engine.
Yeah, Mabinogi definitely has like a unique feel. Like, it's kind of hard to describe unless you actually like play it for yourself. But like, it is a very charming little game, and the art style, although it's old, the art style does like attract like a lot of people to it. It's a very interesting game, and yeah, we definitely don't want to take that unique feeling away from it. So I 100% agree with that. I think it's important to update it while still keeping in mind where it comes from and not changing the way the game is at heart.
We are working on our research to keep the Mabinogi-esque visual appeals and the graphic style while providing a more detailed and immersive visuals.
Yeah, it's very important to keep like the style that Mabinogi has. I think that we can still keep the style Mabinogi has and still improve the graphics as long as the right people are working on it and remembering what Mabinogi is.
And we expect most graphics related issues that
screenshot there looks really good.
we all have been sending to Nexon should be resolved with this Eternity project.
It would be great if like updating the engine would fix most of the problems that Mabinogi has, because the two problems that it has that keeps new players away from it is the slightly outdated graphics and the bugs that exist in the game.
So the next is the expansion of Fantasy Life. We do see that using a new engine may bring expectations of a completely new graphics, right? However, we at the Mabinogi team think that strengthening and expanding Mabinogi's unique, appealing fantasy life and providing an immersive environment where you can enjoy living the Aaron life through the various forms of play you're showing us is the important goal. In this expanded world of fantasy life, we can now dream more broadly.
This is an underwater scene right here. I'm not sure what they're planning in the future, but like, if there's gonna be underwater levels in the distant future, I hope I'm still around to see those. That looks like it's a long ways away. That looks like it's over 5 years away before we get to that, but that looks incredible. At first, I thought this was like maybe the Shiloh Nature Reserve redone, like at first glance, because I mean, a lot of the colors look the same. But then I realized, oh wait, this is an underwater thing. That's actually really cool.
That's not real.
Well, it is Unreal, right?
I mean, this could be just an idea that might get scrapped later. It might just be some idea that they're playing with. I mean, the first big step is obviously going to be replacing the engine and making everything look better. Everything that in Mabinogi that currently exists look better. So I mean, who knows if this will ever actually happen or if it's real or not. I think the bigger concern is like actually getting the engine update and hoping that this is real, because an update like this could change everything for us.
Have you ever thought that you could, thought of just diving into the ocean while, sifting with your sieve at the beach?
I mean, like, we can't swim in Mabinogi. I mean, we can only take boats, and you can go into the water in some parts, but you can't swim. Like, what we can do with the water in Mabinogi, aside from taking boats and fishing, is incredibly limited. If we could dive into the water in Mabinogi and have swim mechanics, that would be incredible.
You should be able to swim, dive, and enjoy the beautiful scenery underwater.
Swim, dive, and enjoy the scenery underwater. The first thing I'm going to do when we have the swimming update is I'm going to see, and it's not visible in the shot, but there's like a lighthouse on the water near Port Conus, which is where the screenshot is taken here. I'm going to see if I can swim out to that lighthouse. That's the first thing I'm going to do when I test the swimming mechanics in the game. Assuming it lets me swim out that far. I don't think you'll be able to like swim all the way to another continent. I think that would be a little unrealistic, but like I would still like to see swimming like be a thing. That would be really cool.
Or even explore the mysterious submarine world that we can only imagine right now.
Only imagine.
So, the dev team has been frequently seeing screenshots of Aaron's beautiful landscapes that all the militias have beautifully enhanced, and we expect that after our engine replacement, beautiful animation.
This is really cool. Like, there are actually bandits on the commerce airships now. That'd be really cool if bandits could actually spawn there. And yeah, the airships do look a lot more realistic and better here.
Landscapes will be available for you in-game without enhancements.
Yeah, fighting bandits on airships would be pretty cool.
Or we can dream of having an on-deck fight on an airship against bandits.
It would also be cool to have like on-deck fights on the normal ships for commerce as well.
Yeah, they're like pirates pretty much, right? So wouldn't it be fun to
Well, I mean, they're bandits right now. I mean, bandits and pirates are very different. But like, I would definitely like to see pirate bandits in the game. Whether it's just the same reused bandits that we have already, or they make like ones that actually look more like pirates, I don't mind either way. Oh, and this is a really cool screenshot too. This is on Abnea Lake. That's a small boat. Let's see what this is about.
Beat the bandits and take over the ship even? Oh yeah, fishing! How about this? So, I think you can even go on sailing on a boat you've made yourself.
Sailing on a boat we make ourselves. That's the idea behind this. Like, that's gonna open up so many... How would we even go about doing that? I don't even... Would they even make, like, a new kind of crafting talent for things like that? Or would it just be, like... Could we just craft a boat with a handicraft skill or something? And like, some carpentry skills? I'm not sure, like... But that would be so cool to actually craft a boat item in the game and then, like, put it on the water and take it out to sea.
And have a relaxing fishing time on a lake of Abnea.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I'm sure the fish you caught will become like amazing 5-star dishes.
Yeah, it also opens up a lot of opportunities for like cooking and stuff like that.
We expect that we can expand and maximize the fun experiences in Erin, and we plan to expand the fantasy life you experience in Erin not only in game, but also out of game areas such as social networks or other communities, so you can meet and enjoy Mabinogi anywhere online.
Okay, so that's basically like the two big key points is like updating the engine, updating the graphics, and like the fishing stuff. So those are the main things I wanted to like go over. So yeah, this is a huge deal, and it really means a lot that like seeing something like this. Like it gives a lot of old players hope, I think. It gives me hope. So we'll just have to see where this goes. Anyway, that was a very interesting live stream, and it was also very interesting that we had Arciela and GMCing covering it as well. I think they both did a great job. So I would love to see more live streams like this in the future. I think it was very good that we actually had a live stream like this, not just because of like the big updates, but because like it makes things a lot more transparent between like the Korea and the NA community. So I think it's a good idea to like know what's going on over there and what updates we'll eventually get. I hope they do more live streams like this in the future. I would love to see more live streams like this in the future. I would watch live streams like this if they did them a little bit more often.